Before the roar of the Coliseum, before the Oscar speeches and Hollywood red carpets, there was a young man standing outside a nightclub, checking IDs, breaking up bar fights, and wondering if his dreams were nothing more than a foolish fantasy. He had a face made for film, but a life that seemed to be going nowhere, and fast. And it was in those long, smoky nights as a bouncer that he nearly gave it all up, until one unexpected audition turned everything around.
Twist, twist, twist of fate radio.
In the early years, he wasn't a star. He was just another young man in Australia, drifting between odd jobs, construction, bartending, even a stint at a bakery. Anything to pay the bills. Acting was a passion, sure, but passion didn't keep the lights on. He'd landed a few television parts, some music gigs, even formed a small band. But fame? That belonged to someone else. His own career seemed trapped in a loop of missed chances and short-lived success. He'd walk into auditions with hope and walk out with disappointment. By his late 20s, reality had started to set in. The acting industry was unforgiving, and he was running out of time and money. Working as a nightclub bouncer, he spent his nights controlling rowdy crowds and breaking up scuffles. Anything but performing. He told friends he was done chasing dreams. It was time to get a real job. Then came a call, a small audition, another long shot. He almost didn't go. After all, what was one more rejection? But something inside him whispered, why not one more try? The film was called L.A. Confidential. The role? A tough, quiet cop with a violent past named Bud White. It wasn't glamorous, but there was grit in it. Something real. Something he understood. When the cameras rolled, something clicked. All the years of disappointment, the grind of barroom nights, the bruises and rejection, all of it poured into his performance. He didn't just play the part, he became it. When L.A. Confidential hit theaters in '97, audiences and critics were stunned. Hollywood had discovered a new kind of leading man, one who didn't need flash or polish, one who could say more with a glance than most could with a monologue. Suddenly, the phone that never rang wouldn't stop. Big directors wanted him. Major studios wanted him. But it was his next few choices that would cement his name in movie history. He starred in The Insider alongside Al Pacino, earning his first Academy Award nomination. And then came a script that would define him. A historical epic about a betrayed Roman general seeking justice in the arena. Do you know which film I'm talking about? It was Gladiator. When it premiered in 2000, it wasn't just a hit. It was a cultural moment. Who could forget it? His portrayal of Maximus Decimus Meridius made him a global icon. The movie swept the Academy Awards and he walked away with the Oscar for Best Actor. The man who once stood at the doors of a nightclub now stood at the pinnacle of Hollywood. He went on to star in A Beautiful Mind, Cinderella Man, and countless others. But through it all, he kept the humility of his roots, the quiet strength of someone who knew how close he came to giving up. His story isn't one of instant fame or overnight success. It's one of persistence, of believing in yourself when no one else does, of taking one more step when you're ready to stop. Ever been there? And here's the twist. Before the world knew him as Maximus the Gladiator, he was just Russell Crowe, a working-class kid who almost walked away from acting for good. Because sometimes the greatest battles aren't fought in arenas or on screens. They're fought in the quiet, lonely moments when you decide whether to give up or give it one more shot. This has been Twist of Fate Radio. I'm Angela Clark. Until next time, remember, sometimes the smallest choices lead to the biggest consequences. Want to explore more stories like this? Visit twistoffateradio.com. There you can read more details about this story and others like it. Plus, you can submit your own Twist of Fate story to be considered for a future episode. You never know what twist of fate is coming next.